How do you think the 206 school board and administration handled the decision requiring K through 6 students to wear face coverings just 10 days before the first day of school? How do you think it could have been handled differently? Do you believe the school district has a right to deny a child an in-person education based on whether or not their parents comply with mask requirements?
That's a great question. That's why you're all here, right? Is it fair, the date that we made that decision? The data made the decision. The school board responded. The local medical data made that to us clear that something had to be done. We saw other school districts open up without any mitigating factors. Albert Lee had over 300 kids in quarantine the first week of school. We didn't want that. We wanted our kids in school. Is it fair? I don't know the definition of fair if you're trying to keep somebody safe. And definitions of safe vary too. That's obvious. What was the other?
The
in-person.
right. Yeah.
Yep. There are opportunities. We have direct online learning. We have medical, religious exemptions. If those are available to that child, they can come to school in a mask. It's not a limb we're taking off. It is an opportunity for your kids, my kids as well, to come to school, be in the building, have fun with their friends, socialize. The mask, they're not excited about it, I'm not excited about it, but they would rather be in school. And I know that for a fact because I got 3 kids at home that they're going to go. It's just that's what it is. Kids are tough, but they'll figure it out. And I'm done.
I disagree with the process of how our school board handled the decision. I think families need to have the freedom to choose what goes on your face and what goes in your body. I'll keep it focused on masks though, but I believe in the freedom for a family to decide whether their child wear a mask. And I think a mask is a big deal. I think it's a big deal whether you think it's important, and it's a big deal if you don't want it for your family. And I think that needs to be respected, and parents should have a choice in it. There's some ways that I think it would be handled differently. Is I found it very upsetting that we had 10 days, but 5 business days for families to decide whether they wanted to stay in a school district, what they were going to do, to even try to get an exemption, different options. So many private schools were filled in different grades. Parents weren't prepared for homeschooling. Children had already met their teachers, some of them, or at least knew their class. And so it just adds so many factors. And so I was concerned with the timeline that was done. I was also concerned that our school board voted to give emergency powers to the superintendent and the board chair. And while that is within the statutes of the right of the school board, I feel like it takes away the accountability of the elected board members to the community that it serves. And I want to let you know that I would not give up my accountability to our district and the community that we care for. Do they have the right to deny an education? Well, it's happening. The school is deciding based on the Disability Act on whether students are allowed to have exemptions or breaks or face shields, and I don't agree with the process, but that is the way that is happening, and my time's all up.
So in response to the resolution that was signed, I absolutely understand where the concern is. I had a parent in my office discuss it with me as well. I trust in our leadership, and that's why I voted yes. I know very well what that document is. It's in the banking world as well. And it's, if you don't trust in your leadership, you vote no. If you trust those that are in place and you believe in their abilities, it's an okay thing. We are all personally liable. I am personally liable as a board member of this school district. I carry disability, or not disability, insurance for it, to be honest with you. It is a personal liability. Every decision we make, it can come back to the top.